Man, the first couple of months was not first couple of months. That first week was just like I was everywhere. Mom was everywhere. The team was everywhere. But I felt as though I came here at a really good time, a time where at the time I think Monty, Coach Williams' wife, just had passed away. The day I landed here, that's the day they was at the service, the funeral, and then. I think like 2 weeks into it, we was at L.A. and then Sam stands up and let us know that one of our owners had passed away. Then I think like a week later, we come in here and shoot around. I don't see Dion, and then they say Dion's brother passed away. So it just was the first 3 weeks that I was here was a lot was going on as far as people losing their lives. Just tragic things were happening. So I think, but after that, I think it made us stronger. We moved on from it, and I think towards the end, building up into the playoffs, it made us a lot tougher.
During this playoff run, where did you see the team kind of just make strides in its habits, the way that it operated on the floor?
I just think our approach, because we couldn't do as much as we wanted to on the floor, but just seeing guys watch film and take whatever coach was saying in the film room and basically executing on the floor, that was cool to see. Seeing guys like Ennis grow, seeing guys like Steven and Dion. Everybody knew what Katie and Russ was going to do, but even see Serge grow and take those steps and just wanting it so bad, so passionate about it. That was cool to see.
Want to be back here next season?
Oh yeah, just had those conversations with everybody. Definitely want to be back here, but we all know it starts with Kev, and Kev is I think I just read somewhere that what Nick said, but Kev is everywhere to this place, so it starts with him, and I just think the dominoes after that will fall into place.
What was it like playing with Russell as opposed to being on the other side?
To tell you the truth, playing against him on the other side, he's so explosive. I had to guard him so many times, and every time he's coming at you, he's in attack mode. With some other point guards, you could kind of say, all right, he's going to chill, when they're going to attack. But with Russ is always in attack mode. And looking from the outside in, I didn't know Russ was that smart as far as, film work. Understanding how teams wanted to guard us on offense, just the way he watched film on the plane, just things like that, because we sit next to each other on the plane, always watching film, always trying to better himself, if it's his body, trying to gain more knowledge from Coach Cheeks, just talking to everybody, just getting their perspective on what they think about not just his game or anyone else's game, but how can we win? And I thought that was really cool, being on this side and learning from him.
You were mostly a shooting guard with the Nuggets and all that. You kind of had to make the transition.
Yeah, I was everywhere here. I was everywhere. Yeah, that was something. That's something. I just was thinking, like, imagine what I can do with these guys with just like a full year. Like I was going through like the growing pains of making mistakes, messing up on defensive coverages, but my teammates were covering for me, or just me being in the league for 10 years, like I could kind of figure it out like on the fly. But most everything I was doing here was on the fly. Basically, it wasn't really much practice time when I first got here. It just was all they threw me into the fire, and it was fun. I enjoyed myself. But like you said, I was everywhere. Yeah, normally I'm just knocking down tray balls, blocking up on defense, making plays here and there. But this year it just was. I had that approach of whatever it takes to win a championship. If you want me to guard the best player, if you want me to bring the ball up, whatever it takes, whatever you think it takes, Coach, I'm willing to do it.
What did you know about the Thunder coming in, and what do you know now? In other words, what did you learn that you didn't know?
Like
2 or 3 months.
Like you always hear things like obviously what stands out, and that's Kevin and Russ, Serge, those guys, Steven, big strong dude, I didn't understand. You know, a lot of places people say family, family, family. This organization is all about family. This is our approach. But here, they practice what they preach. Like when I first was traded here, Sam said, if your family need to come here, if your wife and kids need to relocate here, I'll move mountains for them. And he was serious. You know, other places, they'd talk about it, but they won't be serious. But the organization, the way things are ran, the communication, everyone is held accountable, no matter who you are, from the first guy to the 15th guy. Everybody here is held accountable, and everyone. You walk in that arena, it seemed like everyone is in a battle with you. You walk through them hallways, everyone's slapping your hand. You ready? You ready? We got this tonight. It seemed like everyone's in a battle with you.
When you talk about everyone's held accountable, what does that look like?
So everyone's held. So basically, if you do something, or if I do something on film, and Coach or Sam or whoever would say something to me, they would say the same thing to Kevin and Russ. So everyone is held accountable for their actions.
Anybody else?
Is it a little strange knowing your future sort of waits on somebody?
Who, me?
Yeah, in other words, having to wait on the Durant decisions.
Yeah,
we talk about the dominoes. Is that?
Yeah, I would much rather have my future, like you said, fall into place like a domino effect and wait on a guy like Kevin than waiting on someone else. Because you could look Kevin in his eyes. You could hear Kevin, talk about OKC. Like, his heart is at. So I would much rather wait on something like that than wait on somebody who's not going to be an all-time great. Just put it that way.
Are you pretty confident he's going to stick around then? The way
I never talk to guys about any of that stuff, but hear him talking about how proud he was of the team. Hear him just saying different things about the team and how how we were fighting, in the huddles. Like, you guys are not in the huddles. I know you guys see everyone out there, but just to see those guys in the huddle, like when you're in a battle, when we're on the court and we huddle up and just looking each other in the eye, like there's unfinished business here, and he want to get it done.
Anybody else? I agree.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thanks, man.